Hey, everybody. Do you ever feel like there's just not enough hours in the day? I'd be surprised if you said, no, I never feel like that, because I feel like this all the time. I'm a single mom, I run a company, so many other things going on in my life, and sometimes I'm really overwhelmed. Sometimes I feel like I'm so busy, I can't come up for air, I can't breathe, and that's when I need to reevaluate. That's when I need to go, okay, wait a minute, is this why I built my business? No. I built my business for time freedom. So, where is this time freedom that we're talking about? And it's a very common thing, especially as women, to think there's so much to do. I have a million things on my to do list, and there just simply aren't enough hours in the day. I'm either going to never sleep or never accomplish my list. I just want you to know that you are not alone, and that's what we're talking about today. There's not enough hours in the day. Well, maybe there are, so stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss Jakubovic.
So back in November, I had a lot on my plate, and I remember feeling really stressed out, very overwhelmed. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I knew it was coming, but it was going to be 4 or 5 weeks out because I saw the workload that I had for me and my team and my personal life. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't come up for air. How am I going to do it? There are simply not enough hours in the day. And I thought, I'm not the only one having this problem. So we're definitely going to record a podcast episode around this. And I searched in some groups to try and get some information on what other people are feeling and what their advice is. And that's what I'm bringing you today. So the first thing is that it's all about getting laser focused. If you feel like, okay, I don't have clients, I don't have time to work on my hobbies, I don't have time to build my side gig, I work a 9 to 5 maybe, or I have a lot of kids, or I have a lot of responsibilities, or I'm taking care of people or things, and it's just too much, then I want you to get really laser focused on who it is you serve, what it is that you offer, and what problems that you solve. I know this is very business related, but it really does come down to having that clarity, because if you can get focused on how you engage with your clients, how you connect with people, how you build relationships, how you provide value to them, then it's going to be much easier because you're not just scrolling through your Facebook feed or watching a million reels hoping to grab an idea out from someone else and then you never really implement. So getting really clear on that is going to help free up some of your time, because that planning and that clarity phase is going to allow for more open space in your calendar later on. Also, you've got to put boundaries on your time. Our time is very valuable because it's really important that you have to be able to say no to people. And if you're an empath or you're very sensitive like myself, you might feel uncomfortable saying no to people, especially when they need things from you. But the truth is, you have to put yourself first. It's the only way that you're going to be able to manage your time. So you have to put boundaries. Right now, I'm working on this thing and nothing else. I don't care if I get a phone call. I don't care if someone asks me for a favor. It doesn't matter if someone says, hey, can you join this thing? The answer is no, because I'm doing this thing now. So you have to have really clear boundaries around your time. Also, if you don't look at the bigger picture of why you're doing what you're doing, then you're going to get stuck in the nitty-gritty, and then you're going to feel resentment. And if you're running a business on the side and you have, let's say, a 9 to 5, and you have hobbies that you want to take care of, and you have a family, you have to put your hands in all of these places. And it's really hard when you feel so spread thin that you can't devote as much time to each one of these as you want to. But what happens is, while you're spending time with the kids, you might resent having that time with the kids because you're like, oh, I really need to be working on my business right now. Or if you're at your 9 to 5, you might feel that same way. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm here. I really need to be working on my business right now. Or if you're working on your business, you might say, wow, I really started my business so I could take care of my family, and I'm not near my family right now, and they're out having a great time, and I'm here stuck to my computer. So that resentment isn't going to help you grow. It isn't going to help you find more time in the day. You really have to look at the bigger picture and remember why you are doing this. Why did you start your own business? Why are you still in a 9 to 5? Why are you excited about spending time with your kids, because you can really change the way you speak about it. Instead of, I have to do this thing, I get to do this thing. I get to hang out with my kids. I get to spend time with them. I get to make dinner for them. I get to talk to them. I get to run my business. I get to have clients. I get to work 9 to 5. I get to bring money in consistently. When you change I have to I get to, the resentment isn't really there as much, and you can really focus on the why and the big picture of why you started. I know that it's mentally draining. I know that it's emotionally draining. I know that it's physically draining. Sometimes it's lack of sleep, but you really have to understand why you are doing this. You don't need everyone else around you to understand why you're doing this. Only you need to understand why you're doing this. And it really does come down to the why. And also, you want to celebrate along the way. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's not easy being a parent. It's not easy being an employee if you are. It's not easy trying to find time for the things that you love. But if you can celebrate things along the way and you can say, wow, I did this thing and it was amazing, even if it's small, it's going to help you keep on going. And if you have failures and things aren't going your way, that's also okay. Those failures bring you closer to success. Success doesn't come until you trial and error your way to it. So the failures are part of the process. So you can even celebrate the failures. Also, a lot of this comes down to our energy. So you've got to understand who you are and what type of energy you require. Are you an introvert, so you need alone time to recharge? Are you an extrovert and you need to go out with people? However you need to recharge, take the time to recharge and do it in the way that feels best to you. But also when it comes to energy, we need to fuel our bodies. We need to fuel our bodies with great food, with high nutrients, and also with sleep. You've got to sleep. You've got to recharge in that way. There's been plenty of times where I've pulled all-nighters and I was a groggy mess the next day. And then I was a sad mess the day after that. And then I was, going down that negative spiral of, why am I in this business? Why am I doing this? I'm going to quit. We're closing our doors. And it just spirals down. But if you can sleep and then you wake up and you've had a refreshing sleep, that next morning you're like, I'm on top of the world. I can do this. So getting the right amount of sleep and fueling your body with the right foods is definitely going to help you. Also, automation. Put in as many layers of automation as you can in your business so that you don't have to do every single thing. Organize what you're going to do in advance. Create a to-do list. Get some help if you can. Sometimes you've got to take a day off of the weekend and just devote it to catching up on life. Maybe it's a laundry day. Maybe it's do my business day. But don't say, okay, we've got 2 weeks in the weekend, I'm just going to relax for the whole entire time. You can have pockets of relaxation that recharge you, and then you can also have time to take action. And if you have family or friends around, use them as much as you can. Ask for favors. Ask how they can help you. You can return the favors. Even if you're slammed, you can return favors in other ways with your skill set. But if someone's available to watch your kids, or someone's available to do anything else that you need, help you run an errand, ask them. It's okay. It's okay to lean on other people. Also, there's lots of free resources around that you can use that will help you learn, whether it's downloading an online course, attending a webinar, hopping into social media platforms where your people are, or just if you are an extrovert. I have found that extroverts do really well on Clubhouse because you can hop into a conversation, you can lean in on each other. I've also found a lot of my introverted friends do well on Clubhouse because they don't have to go live, so their face isn't there. I am an introvert and I have found that for me, Clubhouse sucks a lot of my energy. So for me, I have found that when I go into Clubhouse, I have to be ready, knowing that it's going to take a lot of my energy. But for you, you might feel like this is a great way to communicate with people, and you can get a lot of free advice and support, and you can collaborate with people, which is a great way to grow your business as well. Want to connect about all your marketing needs and have access to all my free resources? Connect with other health and life coaches, healers, and virtual assistants that support those types of businesses. Join the fun over at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. Also, to remember, why are you doing this? Is it for the money or is it for your life purpose? Because if it's for the life purpose and you want to serve, then just remember that's what it's for and come at it from a place of, I'm here to serve. I'm here to help people. Because when you come with service, you lead with service, the money flows. When you lead with, I'm hungry for money, you've got a lot of desperation, and also people feel that money hungry. You feel a little uncomfortable, and then sales don't really flow in. So if you're feeling that desperation, just remember that you are here for a purpose, and that is what you are fueling with your business. Also, scheduling. You want to schedule yourself. Now, I am very flowy. I love being in the flow. I'm a dancer, so I love to flow with the music. Flow is definitely a part of, if there was a theme song or a theme vocabulary, flow would be in that vocabulary for me. I really like to flow. However, I'm very scheduled. I'm very detail oriented and I'm very scheduled. And this is a skill that I have actually created over time. I've gotten better at it over time from being an entrepreneur, where I schedule myself. So I'm very scheduled from the day to day inside of my business, but that allows me to finish things quickly and be really efficient. And I actually talk a lot about this inside one of my business building kits called Get Shit Done Kit, which you can grab at learn.abundancestrategy.com. I have a lot of business building kits there. I have a lot of mindset kits there. There's actually a mindset kit that you can grab there as well, called Developing Your Life Purpose. So if you're having trouble figuring out your life purpose and how you can create a work around your purpose, you might want to grab that kit. But if you're having trouble with the scheduling and the efficiency and the time management, the Get Shit Done Kit is definitely for you. Being scheduled has helped me accomplish more than anyone else I know. And I've said that because everyone I know says that to me. It's a realization I didn't make on my own, but people on my team, people in my family, people very close to me, my friends, they're like, you get more done than anyone else I ever know. And it's because I manage my time really well and I schedule things out. So if you can be disciplined with your schedule, you can get more done than if you're just la-di-da-di-da. And you can still be in flow. In fact, I have found that when I am scheduled, I know from this time to this time I'm doing this one thing. I actually have a lot of focus there, and the inspiration flows very well because I know this is the time to get it done. So if you're having trouble with managing your time, think about scheduling it in. Schedule in each and every item that you have to do. This all comes down to balance. You can't be all work, you can't be all play, you can't be taking a nap all day long, and you can't be all kids if you're trying to manage all of these things. So you've got to have balance. You got to understand when is the best time to do which thing. This can come down to your personality type. This can come down to your human design. This can come down to your moon cycle. If you are, having cramps and you feel like crap, maybe that's not the best time to do a bunch of things that require you to have hustle, or creativity. Maybe that's the time that you take the rest. So you can build your business around seasons or times in your life or in your cycle or in whatever's going on in your family schedule so that you are being really productive in times where you have an open space to be productive and you're relaxing and taking that me time and self-care and really just feeling into the yumminess of, being cozy or relaxed in a time where that's more appropriate. So track how you're feeling. Notice what your mood is like. If you're in a bad mood, you're not going to do well with creating great things for your content. You want to make sure that you really take an inside look. How are you feeling? Notice where your energy is and recharge when you need to and move your business and your life in the way that feels best to you in the moment. That's also part of the balance, understanding the priorities. What is most important in this moment right now, and make sure you rest when you need to. You don't want to drive yourself into burnout because that's a scary place to be. It creates depression. It also stops the growth in your business and it makes you feel like shit. So let's not get to burnout mode. Let's focus in on how we can prevent that along the way instead of working until you crash and burn and then relaxing. And the last thing I want to mention is affirmations. Affirmations are a great way to refocus, reset. I have them on my mirrors. I have them on sticky notes. I have them on every whiteboard. I have like 8 whiteboards, and every whiteboard has an affirmation at the top, and I change them all the time. You could try. I'm so happy and grateful that I have enough time in my day to do the things that I value the most. Okay, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey, coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.